previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Hello, babe. Nice. Itse meillä on kyllä nätti vaimo. Tai oikeastaan Alanilla. Ei se ole meidän vaimo. Hetkonen. Pick up manuscript page. Niitä ei nyt katsella. Niitä sen enempää. Me ollaan tosiaan kirjailija, hyvin menestynyt sellainen. Ja meidän pitäisi mennä keittämään kahvia. Mutta minähän teen kaiken muun ensin tietenkin. Kuin sen mitä peli sanoo. Siis saadaanko me toi päälle oikein kunnolla? Okei, kunnon myrsky siellä sitten. Vähän tuntuu nyt olevan sitten taas vaihteeksi senssi liian pienellä tässä Painkillerissa. Tulee ihan Max Payne mieleen. Ei nyt tavallaan yllätä, koska sama tekijäryhmä on ollut tässä taustalla kuitenkin. Se oli mun mielestä ehkä joku vähän pieni easter egg. Sitä paitsi Max Payneissäkin oli kauhea lumimyrsky. Okei, löydettiin keittiö. Mahdollisuudet keittää kahvia paranivat hetkessä. Ja joo, siinähän se olisi ollut, mutta katsotaan nyt, ei löytyisikö täältä mitään muuta. Päästäisikö me jopa tänne? No ei päästä. Ja kyllä todellakin on kauhea myräkkä. Onpas mukavaa olla täällä kotosalla sisällä. Ei tarvi olla tuo ulkona. Ja kirjoja on niin maan perhanasti kyllä tällä pariskunnalla. Napatetaan keitin päällä.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Mä tuun katteleen, kun sä työskentelet siellä. Kaunis vaimoni.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oho. Okei. Ihan hyviä kuvia kyllä. Siis, no, mitä? Eikö se nyt tarkoittanut näitä? Cover mock-ups. What the hell? Ei tää anna niinku mitään eetä painaa missään. Laanko mä vaan menee? Onko se täällä huoneessa? No niin.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oha. Ei mitään hätää. Ei. Mä oon tässä.
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Tuolla on meidän sulaketaulu. No niin, ei mitään hätää näissä.
Honey,
Tosta
it's a
lähtee.
power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Tossa tää taskulamppu.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I
Vähän
know
tunnelma.
it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Tässä pystyy jotain tutkimaan.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
No okei. Kauhea määrä puhetta. Pikkasen vaan mainitsin kalastuksen, niin kaveri kertoo koko kalastushistoriansa. Tuo on kyllä melkoinen vonkale. Sitä ei pysty kieltämään.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Joo, tuo lukee seriffi. Näistä täältä. En mä sinne vielä mene. Mitäs? Richard Pauch. Bruce Danski. Mitäs Danski kuulostaa tutulta? Jacob Miller. Okei, totta kaikki kadonnut. Selvä. Kissakin on kadonnut. Hetkonen. Toi olisi nyt justiinsa toi Sarabreakeri tuolla. Voinko mä mennä ikkunasta pihalle? Karata täältä. Mikä Reed? Missä on Reed? Eiku oliko se toi? Joo.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Joo.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Okei. Sä kerroit siitä naisesta, joka oli siellä kahvilassa, kun halusi vaihdella niitä polttimoita niihin lamppuihin. Kes täällä?
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with of them. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Okei, jos vaan tietäisi, että tämä tapoi Stucky. Toisaalta se kyllä vaikutti vähän kuolleelta jo alun perinkin. Se oli semmoinen varjoihminen. Mä voisin kertoa teille kaiken varjoihmisestä. Tosi te varmaan lukitsisi sitten mut johonkin. Joo, mä menen tänne nyt. Heippa.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Mä ajattelin, että pääseekö mä oikeasti menee täältä. Ei sitten mentykään. No, mennään tänne.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
No,
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Jaha. Tuolla on sitten kusessa. Ilmeisesti on meidän vaimo tuolla kuka liä tyypillä.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
No okei, täältä päästään.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Sure. Kai me tosta katkaisesta saadaan valot tänne.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Niin varmasti, juu. Okei. Mielenkiintoisia tarinoita sullakin. Mitäs täällä on? Taas manuskripti. Tolta mäkin vähän kuulostaa, jos on tarpeeksi vetänyt. Tosin mä en puhu alieneista.
Morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Ei siis oikealle. Hei, tuolla on taas joku. Pistätäs päälle.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, We get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Kyllä, on ollut pikkukylässä vähän tapahtumia sitten viime yönä. Ammuskelua ja kaikkea. Joku...
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Joo. Kattelen vaan ympärilläni tässä. Täältä jostain. Hetkonen, pitääks mun... Mä menen tästä tällä vähän umia reittejä. Tastelee. Oho, paskaks vaan. Manuskriptikö? Se ei ollut se, mitä me nyt etittiin.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Okei, Parrykin on nyt sitten löytänyt tiensä tänne Bright Fallsiin, kun tää nyt oli. Pitääkö mulla mennä ihan täältä vaan? Jos tää jätkä jakselee. Ai se sammu. What?
There is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Selvä.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Jäpä usko mua. Hitto, millainen agentti sä oikein olet? Tai mikäs kai sitä agenteiksi kutsutaan? No, mäpäs vähän kattelen taas ympärilleni. Koska täältä löytyisi jotain mielenkiintoista. Tuolla ainakin joku tyyppi ulkona. Oho, sinne mä en nyt sitten mene vielä. Karhu perkeles. Mikä täällä nyt on mitään? Manuskriptia eikä mitään. Ei päästä. Kyllä, ehkä mun on sittenkin mentävä sinne ulos, kun ei täällä kerran mitään oo, niin pääsis mä sinne mistä? Täältä. Okei, kukas sinä oot?
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Totta kai mä
Max
autan.
is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Joo, you done? Jos mä nyt mennä vaan etsii se. Kauheasti nää hölpöttää täällä pikkukylässä.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Ei me olla ihan tosissaan kuule, voitais nyt uskoa vaan. Noniin, tossa on noi paperit, mitä ei äsken saanut. Nice. Ja sitten mennään ton juttelemaan lisää tolle. Saada, tai voidaanko me auttaa ton koiran kanssa mitenkään?
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay. Let's go.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Okei, varotaan ansoja. Toi kuitenkin rupeaa puhumaan heti kun mä lähden tästä, niin annetaan sille hetki nyt aloittaa se juttelu. Katsokaa kun mä lähden tästä, niin se rupeaa puhumaan. Aha, eipä tietenkään tällä kertaa.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Noniin, nyt se pää kiinni ja seuraa mua. Tarvii lähteä hakemaan vaimo takaisin. Okei, autolle siis.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Okei, sun allerginen reaktio menossa. Head for Lover's Peak. Okei. Yksin lähdetään sitten. Ei parrustanut apua tähän hommaan. Katsotaan talo ensin läpi. Pattereita, nice. Mitään muuta. Hetkonen. Eikö meillä ole muuten taas mitään asetta edes? Kaikki mitä me aiemmin saatiin on lähtenyt menee. Mä valot pois justiinsa. Pistäis valot päälle, mä haluan olla pimeydessä. Taas mä täältä. Tuo on vähän jotenkin turvaton olo kyllä. Ei asetta, pelkkä taskulamppu. Mitä hittoa. Tsekkaan tän talon ympärykseen ennen kuin mä lähden mihinkään poluille menemään. Täältä löytyisi meillä jotain tarvikkeita vielä vähän lisää. Paljon hemmetti. Mä oon kyllä niin paljon ihmisiä kuin vaan voi olla. En oo kyllä pitkään aikaa päässyt. Eiku hetkonen. Koskas mä olin? No vähän päälle vuosi sitten varmaan. Tästä hetkestä, mutta aina kun löytyy paljon, niin meikä on ensimmäisenä siellä, vaikka se olisi tyhjä, niin mä menen sinne jo istumaan valmiiksi.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Se pisti ovet lukkoon siellä nyt ja jää sinne piiloon sitten. Onnea vaan meille. Ei, tuolla on varmaan manuskripti. Noin. Olisiko vielä joku asekin, kiitos. Hitto. Autolla kun mä sinne nyt lähdenkin. No, kai sitten. Oliko sitä sitten saetaan autoa?
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Okei, ei ainakaan tällä hetkellä. Joku ajatus mulla tuli, että tässä ehkä oli autolla ajamista, mutta se oli aivan hirveät ne kontrollit siinä. En nyt ihan 100 varma oo kyllä asiasta. Okei, mutta nyt on onneksi sen verran lyhkäinen matka. kuulemaan, ettei me tarvita autoa. Tuolla on valo. Hetkonen. Ei tuu linnut päällä. Meinasin yhdessä vaiheessa jo käydä päällä, silloin kun oltiin vielä siinä me epämääräisessä vuokramökissämme. Katsotaan, että ulkona ei näy ketään. Sit sekata.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Okei, paljon on tommosta ehkä jopa ei niin tärkeätä juttua, mutta näittekö tästä tuohon tyypin, se meni tuossa, just kun tuo radiolähetys alkoi, niin käveli tuossa ulkopuolella. Ai, kun tässä oli valokatkaisijakin. Nyt se ei tietenkään enää ole täällä se tyyppi. Mutta jostain me revittiin nyt asekin sitten yhtäkkiä. Haluaisin mielestäni äsken vaan panoksia, mutta no, hyvä on ase. Hetkonen. Jaha. Tuokin rupesi tietysti keinumaan tuossa itekseen. Onko se varjojen vallassa? Ei. Ei, mitä? Kauhea tärinä. Tuo ei lupailla hyvä. Asus yksi mökki tutkittavana. Tää ei ilmeisesti vielä ole se paikka. Tuossa on Lover's Peak, Moonshine Cave, Elderwood Nature Trail. Onks tuo joku? Tutkitaan. Vähän kuumottaa nyt kyllä. Randomi asuntovaunukin. Pääseks mä sinne? Täällä on varmaan televisio. Aha, täällä on vedetty kyllä kaikki paskaksi. Kato kun arvasin, että TV löytyy. Pistetään se päälle. Jaha, päästään nauttimaan uudesta jaksosta. Mä aion katsella, että kelatkaa tää kohta, jos ei teitä kiinnosta.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why? Had it coming? Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that? like his face? Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Mä en kiinnittänyt mitään huomioon, jos tuo taustalla tapahtui jotain, kun mä keskityin niin intensiivisesti katsomaan tuota ohjelmaa. Vaikka siinä nyt taas ollut oikein mitään sellaista hyödyllistä ehkä meille. Okei. Okay. You done? Selvästi. Okei, okay. Tää oli ihan turha mökki sitten. Jaha. Lintuja perkele. Tuleeko ne päällä? Melkein. Kato, kyllä ne... Jos en mä osoita niitä tällä lampulla, niin... Tuleskohan ne sieltä? Aika lähelle tulee. Nyt muualle siitä. Että nyt tuu tänne. Oho, ja mä nyt jää jumi. Mistä täältä pääsee pois? Tästä näin. Mikä se on? Phone. No soitetaan jonnekin. Hetkinen. Haluatko tätä mä lähden tänne? Ei varmaankaan. Kyllä kaiken maailman mestoa. Hei, onks täällä manuskripti? Nice. Tää on se messiin siitä, noin. Jos muuta täältä löytyisi. On kyllä jotakin hiljasta. Hetkinen, auto. Jos katsoo mitä sieltä löytyy. Aha. Koko ajan manuskripteja. Checkpointti tuli siinä. Joo, tää on nyt ehkä vähän tylsä kohta lopettaa, mutta nyt on sen verran mennyt aikaa tässä, että mä jätän nyt ehkä tähän ja sitten seuraavalla kerralla jatketaan tonne päin katsomaan, löydettäisikö me se meidän vaimon kidnappaaja vai ei. Mutta ei pitkitä tätä sen enempää, joten nyt meikä kiittää seurasta. Muistakaa tilata kanava, ottakaa tuolta lisää videoita, jättäkää tykkäys ja kommentti ja muistakaa liittyä myös Discordiin. Me nähdään sitten seuraavalla kertaa, joten se on moro!